Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Minnesota Twins and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Rick Porcello is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Miguel Sano heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Fielder, number 22.
The game's opening pitch is taken for ball 1 as we get started here tonight right on time at 7:10. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, and that last loss dropped them back to the 500 mark on the year. So obviously they'd like to get back into that positive numbers with a win here.
And this is hauled in on the run for the out, and he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Porcello into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounded to the right. To his right, Ortiz. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Sure, guys. Some of the things that Xander Bogaerts does at shortstop, absolutely incredible. He's got a ton of speed, allows him to cover ground, arm as good as anybody at the position, and his instincts allow him to get better and better as he gets more experience.
First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between 2nd and 3rd now. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Ricky Nolasco will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
Xander Bogaerts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, number 72,
slapped hard the opposite way. Escobar is there, one away. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I know they're definitely looking for more out of David Ortiz. He's still without a stolen base this season, which is baffling. I don't know if it's a coaching issue or if he just needs to be more aggressive when he gets on base, but this team needs him to start taking advantage of his speed.
Hanley Ramirez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 delivery. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Eduardo Escobar will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Porcello has his target. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Hit hard up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Eduardo Nunez will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. Nobody out, runner on first. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count. 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
Here it comes on 3-0. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, and that is 4 hits already here in the first 2 innings. Now, they need to work on breaking into that run column.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in for the first time now, and he'll do so as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
You know, as an everyday player, you wake up in the morning and you dream of 3-hit days. You look at the average that he's got on the season, and he added one of those 3-hit days yesterday.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit right there. Their 3rd hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Brian Dozier will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the 2nd runner at 3rd, so they're loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit. Their 4th single in a row. The only downside here is that they'll just keep moving station to station, so they only get 1 home on the play, but with the bases still loaded, the possibility is still there to make this a huge inning.
Eddie Rosario has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded.
Yeah, I'm sure he's been watching closely here, Matt. Always feels great to get some run support from your guys.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow 1 run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2. And now you've got to put that early run behind it and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Pedroia on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Here's Miguel Sano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And I think he really needed that double play ball just to settle him down a little bit. He'd already given up 2 in the inning, and he didn't want to see this thing get out of hand.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. In to score is the runner from 3rd. It's a 3-0 game.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the 2nd inning, now, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Danny Santana steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Hit sharply on the ground. There is Pedroia. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Twins are in front, 3-0. Mookie Betts will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. There is Dozier. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
Pablo Sandoval will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. On the ground to third. Kloof has it. And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him.
Batting sixth.
Well, when you're making that throw across the diamond, if you don't get a lot on it, get on top of it, it's going to sink. And I think he just tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an E5.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now, and being a right-handed hitter, not too much of a surprise to see that he's a better hitter at Fenway Park than he is away from home. Good zip to the fastball there by Nolasco, and it's 0-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Runners on first with 1 down. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
0-2, here it comes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Escobar moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting seventh, left fielder,
Jackie Bradley Jr. set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And this will go right by Suzuki all the way to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And although this does move a runner into scoring position now with 2 outs, it does afford you the opportunity to pick who you'd rather pitch to. They do have a better matchup now versus the guy on deck. So the option is there to put this guy on and then take their chances with the next guy in the order.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Dozier has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Red Sox leave one. Still down 3-0. Kurt Suzuki will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Orsello gets the sign. First pitch on the way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Betts on the run. He can't get there as it falls in. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Yeah, Matt, he's one of the leaders in the American League this year. 5th at the moment. So we'll see if he can stay hot into the dog days of summer and even move up on that list. Having a great year regardless, though.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Joe Mauer is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number one.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bradley is there. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. The guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. He reached on a single in his first try. And this is low, ball one.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Rusney Castillo will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Hit the other way out toward right field. Escobar is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the third.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Blake Swihart will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Line towards center field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Hanley Ramirez stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
First offering on its way. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Standing in now, David Ortiz, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Sano is there, and that retires the side. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Trevor Plouffe is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Leading off for the Twins, Third baseman, Trevor.
Porcello's ready. Here comes the first pitch. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
Oh, good spot on the black for strike two. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Squared that one up just a little late. Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the fourth as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits.
Yeah, currently 6th in the American League in that department so far this year. And I'll tell you, it almost looks like BP when he steps up to the plate, putting together another nice performance in this one too.
He's set. Here it comes. This is hit well out toward left field. Ranging back is Bradley, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Long throw to third, and he is in there.
And maybe this is one of the few drawbacks as a hitter of having that 37-foot wall out there in left. Any other park in the big leagues, this is a double. Here, it's fielded quickly out in left, and they hold him to just a loud single.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Three runs, 10 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Hit out towards second. Pedroia has it. One there. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
Here's Miguel Sano as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Comes set with the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball, and that's causing it to stay high.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 2-2.
Hit hard to the right side. Pedroia fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Danny Santana will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
That evens it up 1-1. One and one, here it comes. Shot toward right center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner from third.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 Boston error, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Minnesota leads this one 5-0. Mookie Betts is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. It's sharply toward third, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Pablo Sandoval, the hitter now. 0 for 1 on the day after reaching on an error his first time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Oh, boy, he is attacking hitters in this one. Another first pitch strike right there, and he's up right around 90% in that category so far.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And there's some managers out there who'd say, we're already down a few runs here early. Let's not take too many chances on the base pass. But not this guy. He's not afraid to give his guys free rein out there, and this time it works out for him.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Chopped toward the second baseman. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The 0-1. check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 1 out and a runner on third. Liner towards second. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, the offense for these guys has kind of been like you, Steve, all year long. Been on vacation. They didn't get much going yesterday at all. They've been shut down pretty well in this one, too. But finally, a little hope as they're on the board here with the RBI single.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jackie Bradley Jr. is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. A reminder, our next broadcast comes your way tomorrow, and the assignment will be a tough one indeed as David Price is the scheduled starter. Full coverage comes your way in HD and 3D where available here on the show. Rusney Castillo is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And he's safe.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Blake Swihart gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. To 2-2 now.
Down by 4 this early. I don't know if that's the type of swing you need to be taking here.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Red Sox settle for just the one. We played 4 full. Twins are out in front, 5-1. Joe Kelly is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Kelly.
Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Joe Mauer settles in to start things out for Minnesota. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Betts at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for 2 on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Eduardo Nunez steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
One-zero count. Here it is. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Tapped out in front of home. And he'll reach first safely.
Third baseman, number 24, Trevor
Plouffe digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. On the ground to the left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Well, that's the beauty of being a third baseman. You've got time if you can knock the ball down, and he doesn't panic. He knows he's still got time, and he gets up and throws a seed over to first. That's a really nice play.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. Twins strand a pair. They're up 5-1. Xander Bogaerts will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Nolasco gets his sign. First pitch on its way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Hanley Ramirez digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. One out, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now a swing and a miss by Ramirez as he's dispatched back to the dugout, out number 2.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Stepping in now, David Ortiz. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Calling for it, Plouffe. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down here 5-1. Eddie Rosario will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Designated hitter, Eddie Rosario.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Miguel Sano is at the plate as he watches ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, what a play. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, the one thing this guy definitely has coming in out of the bullpen is that hard sinking fastball. And here it is in all its glory as he gets the big double play ball to take away the pressure.
In now, Danny Santana. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Mookie Betts will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. To short, hit hard. And he's set down, one away.
Now batting the third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Pablo Sandoval stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Nolasco's ready. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is a fair ball as it makes its way out toward the monster.
Well, this was a wise decision here to hold on at first base. Even though that ball's off the wall, I think they would have had a good shot at throwing him out. So he holds on at first.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now, story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They're down 5-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Kurt Suzuki will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Hit to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Joe Mauer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Hit hard up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
I tell you, this guy's had a great series so far, and we haven't even hit the weekend yet. He's on base yet again as he drives this one out to the wall for a double.
Eduardo Nunez ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now, because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Trevor Plouffe comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
And pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. On the ground to short. This could be two. Pedroia on to Ortiz, and it's a double play. Inning over. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Leading off the inning, Rusney Castillo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Nolasco steps into his windup. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
0-1, here's the pitch. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Drilled to the right side. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
Standing in now, Blake Swihart. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, ground ball out to start the 7th. Now an 0-2 count. He's looking sharp as ever.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1. Anthony Varvaro will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Anthony Varvaro.
Brian Dozier will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
A good performance thus far by the visiting Twins, and they lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point. Eddie Rosario will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, he's looking like he's a little too amped up out there. He's got to channel that a little more because that pitch wasn't that close.
5-1 our score as we play the 8th. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bradley is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Here's Miguel Sano as he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Smoke toward third. Backhanded. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. They're up 5-1. Hanley Ramirez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Nolasco looks in. Here's the pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Here it comes, 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Up next
All right,
for the Red
folks.
Sox,
Montage
First
alert.
baseman,
Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another.
Your attention, please. Now
So
pitching
with a
for
lefty
Minnesota,
waiting, they'll go to a
number
lefty of their
15,
own out of the bullpen
Len
here.
Perkins.
Into the box now, David Ortiz, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Ready with the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first will be there in plenty of time as the Ortiz shift works again. And there are 2 away now.
Yep, you saw his numbers there just a moment ago, and he's got that ERA in the low 2s coming into play, and he continues to pitch effectively as he retires the first man to greet him here.
Mookie Betts will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Dozier ranging to his right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 5-1. Striding into the box, Danny Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Danny Santana.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here he comes on 2-0. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Betts. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Under it, Castillo, and Rusney has it for out number 2.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Hard liner toward short. On to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance.
I want you to watch this throw here. You know, this isn't in the dirt. It's not in the sun. It's right there, but he just drops it. No real explanation for it, just a bad error.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. A runner on first with 2 away. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Here's the 1 and 2 delivery. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
2 down, runners at first and second. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now 7-1.
When you're a hitter, there's only 2 times where you know for sure you've got a hit. One is when you hit one into the seats. It feels so good. And 2 is when you split the outfielders like that. Right off the bat, you know it's a double. The only thing in your mind, can I go for 3?
Carson Smith will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Castillo is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Twins lead it 7-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Pablo Sandoval, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Perkins is ready. Here comes the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. The win would be credited to Ricky Nolasco, barring any late turnaround. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 home. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. And the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's got him eaten right out of the palm of his hand now. 2 strikeouts already here in the inning, and now he gets the 3rd guy to go after a first pitch out of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and the Red Sox are down to their final strike now.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
2 out, nobody on. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Twins were given a great boost in this one thanks to the start of this man, Ricky Nolasco. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 7-1. Good night from Fenway.